Hello everybody, this is Maniac4Bricks and it's just after sunset, so I got some of the house lights on. I've spent the past 2 hours or so looking for the Lego foam hammer, and there goes one light. I spent the past 2 hours or so looking for the Lego foam hammer, literally going through everything that I had stored in my car, all different boxes of Lego things, and even some other things like Nerf. And unfortunately, it was not in there. For those who don't know, there was a live stream that Brick Blaze hosted earlier this week on his channel. I'll link it down in the description below, in which the subject of the Lego foam hammer was brought up. I had brought this thing previously to a couple of brick fairs, and other people were intrigued by it. I didn't have a lot of information about it at the time, and I've still been trying to research about it, but unfortunately, it keeps disappearing in my collection. I know I still own it. I have not sold it or given it to anyone, but it's missing in one of these boxes in one of these storage units, sheds, whatever's. So I have been desperately looking for this almost every day, here and there, trying to look through different boxes and find stuff. But I've gone through everything that's in my car now to clean it out for this weekend to help out a friend move, and it is not in any of these boxes. I have already checked everything, and unfortunately it is not in there. But I have found some of these, which are very similar in construction to what the foam hammer is like. So for anyone who is looking out for it and wants a better idea of the texture and how it's actually comprised, I do have a photo of it on Instagram at Maniac4Bricks Official. I'll also try to post it to my community tab as well, so you can find it on there and see what the thing was like when I was holding it in hand at a brick fair. But anyways, construction-wise, it's very similar to a couple of things that used to be available at Legoland. So it makes me think maybe it's a Legoland exclusive. Unfortunately, the thing isn't databased on Brickset or Bricklink or any major Lego databases online, which is a real bummer because it's even harder for me to find. And harder for other people to find as well. I did promise that when I found it, I would make a video about it with as much information as I could humanly possibly find. But until then, these are very similar in construction, where they have a very thin layer of plastic to frame the whole thing from top to bottom while covered in foam. Or it might be a really thick layer of foam, but still enough that like it's rigid, so you can still wave it around, slash, all you need to do, but also not break apart. You know, this could still bend a bit to a point without busting open. And these are from two different Lego themes from two different times. This one I estimate from either 2002 or 2003 because of the construction of it, based on the Lego parts that were available at the time, and is based on Bionicle. And some people who would really like Bionicle would rather have two of these because the character who owned this had two of them in his set. I had two of them at one point. I don't know if I still do. I might. I'm not sure. I actually don't remember if I got rid of one last year. Well, not rid of, but sold, you know. And this one I also had two of at one point. I don't remember if I do, but at least I have one of each to test this out. This is from Fantasy Era Castle, even though it looks like it would be a pirate sword, but it could work for both. It's got a little skull across the top of it, and on the other side as well. It's actually very well decorated. It does say copyright 2007. Fantasy Era, as far as I remember, was 2008, but it could have been made before that, or available before the sets were. I'm not sure. Or maybe the sets were from 2007 as well. I can't remember off the top of my head. But close enough, as far as I guess. So, yeah, they're kind of a foam material. They sometimes even have multiple layers of foam all throughout. And the foam hammer is a very similar thing in how it's constructed. Again, I will post a photo on my community tab or Maniac4Bricks Official on Instagram if you want to find it on there. To see what more this is like. There is an airplane flying above. I see a full moon over there, and it is getting late, so I will go and put the rest of the stuff away, somehow fit it in the shed. It makes its way through, even though I've went through that thing a couple times, and it's still a haphazard mess. So, what are you gonna do? Anyways, thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will continue to keep you updated about the foam hammer until I actually have the thing in my hand and I can actually make a proper video about it. It is not necessarily a rare item, as many would suspect. It's just an unknown item. I would classify it like that, because this is probably something like the other things that are just exclusive, but regularly produced at the time. I don't even know what year it was made, so that's a little bit tricky. But just like on the sword, it's likely that it might actually say copyright this year Lego Group or something like that. So we shall see. Thank you for joining me, 13hammertime62, and I will talk to you later. For those who don't know, that was the original name of the channel before I changed it to Maniac for Lego and then Maniac4Bricks.